following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Cedartown High School basketball.
He ducks it! Lays it up. Got it! Yes! Three-pointer try.
Yes! Cedartown wins!
It's time for Cedartown High School Bulldogs basketball. Right here on WGAA 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to courtside for today's action.
And welcome into Cedartown High School basketball here on the Big AA. No introduction of the players. We're just going to get right to it. Jump ball goes to Xavier Holiday, and we are underway. Starting five for your Bulldogs: Holiday, Gardner, Quinlan Cothran, Zach Tillery, and Logan Walters. Walters launches a three from the left side, and he gets that one to go. And the Bulldogs quickly have a lead. Bulldogs in their all-white home uniforms, trimmed in red and black. Black numbers, red letters. The Raiders in black uniforms trimmed in red with white letters and numbers. Number 20 dribbles it on the line. Starting five for Southeast: 0 Cal Rich, 2 Braden Miles, number 3 Matthew Brock, number 5 Coy Jones, and number 20 Brett Cole. Holiday brings it across the timeline. He's going to work to his right. It bounces off of a Southeast player all the way the other end of the floor. Still loose, picked up by Southeast. Left side. A long two on the way, and they're going to call it a 3. It should have been a 2 by Cal Rich, and we've got a tie ball game. Left side to Gardner. Gardner tried to flip it to Walters. Knocked away by number 2, Braden Miles. Inbounds pass goes to Zach Tillery. Tillery, top of the key. He'll bring it back out, and they're going to get him for a double dribble. So that'll be a turnover. Bulldogs looking to pick up their first win of the season, as well as the first win in region play. Southeast comes into tonight's game 7-8 overall, with a 3-1 record in region play. Over to the right side to Jones. Jones tries to work underneath to Cole. Cole left side. Rich, 3 on the way, and that one is good. Cal Rich is Rich from beyond the arc. 6-3 is your score. Holiday left side across the timeline. Now he's going to try to work around the right. They'll try to work around a screen. And they're going to get number 5, Zach Tillery, on the foul. That's going to be his first of the night. Subs already coming in for Southeast. Number 2, Braden Miles will come out of the ball game, and number 12, Skylar Pulliam, will check in. They'll go to the left side to Miles. Miles, top of the key. Now they'll go to the far left. They tried to get it to Cal Rich, and it's out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover. DeMarcus Gardner will check it into Xavier Holiday. Holiday will bring it across the timeline. Tries to go to Tillery. They get it to Dish. Shot no good. Loose ball picked up by Brock. Matthew Brock for Southeast will bring it down the floor. Over to the left side to Jones. Jones, three-point attempt on the way, and that one is good, and it was actually number 12, Skylar Pullum. So all 3 baskets for Southeast have been from beyond the arc, and it's 9-3. DeMarcus Gardner gives it to Tillery. Tillery, that little shot off the front of the rim, no good, and Rich is there for the rebound. Cal Rich is going to be a big player down low for Southeast. He's going to be somebody we're going to have to contend with, but he can also shoot the long ball. He's already hit 2. Quinlan Cothran with a 3-point block on Cole, but Southeast comes down with a rebound. They'll go back to Cole on the baseline. Outside to Rich. Rich thought about a 3. Pulls down, left side. Top of the key. They'll work underneath. They go to number 20, Brett Cole, and he gets that one to fall, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. That foul's going to be on Logan Walters. That's going to be his first, and Walters will come out. Actually, all 5 Bulldogs will come out. We'll put a fresh 5 in. DJ Watley, Eli Diamond, CJ Shooks, Hayden Rittenhouse, and Aston Turner all check in for the Bulldogs. So a wholesale 5 swap out for Cedartown. Shot on the way is good from Brett, and he turns it into a 3-point play, and it's 12-3. Eli Diamond off the check-in from Ashton Turner will bring it across the timeline. Far side. Rittenhouse in the corner. They'll go back to Diamond. Diamond. They try to get it to Shooks. Oh, they do. Then to Watley. Quick dish. They tried to get it to Rittenhouse. Knocked away. Picked up by... All right, there we are. I apologize. We were cut off there for a moment.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA. The Big
Bulldogs will be on defense. Inbounds pass. And Southeast is going to drive it. That little layup is no good. Rebounded by Southeast, but they're going to get Cedartown for a foul. Once again, we apologize. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there, but now we should be back on the air. And they're going to get number 13, Aston Turner, on the foul. So, to my knowledge, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how many he has. I believe he has one, though. 16-7 is your score. Southeast leads the Bulldogs. And we've got a out-of-bounds call. Number 1, Watkins went out of bounds with it for Southeast, so it'll be a turnover. Cedartown will get the ball back. 1:03 left to play here in the first period. Inbounds pass goes to Xavier Holiday. Holiday will bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. He's going to work to his left. Now he'll come back to the right, and they'll get it to Logan Walters, left side. They'll get it back to X. X tries to split a couple of defenders, loose ball, but he picks it back up. Still fighting over it, and now we've got a foul on the floor. They're going to get number 21, Patterson, for the foul. Cedartown will check it into Holiday. Holiday. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back after this 30-second break. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the Big AA.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
16-7 is your score. We inbound the pass to Eli Diamond. Bulldogs trail against Southeast here. We'll bring it across the timeline. Try to get it to Logan Walters, and that one's knocked away by number 21 Patterson for Southeast. So it'll stay with the Bulldogs. 35 seconds on the game clock, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Inbounds pass goes to Holiday. Holiday works around a defender, and we've got a foul. It's going to be on number 1, Jesse Watkins on the reach. That's going to at least be his first. The Bulldogs will check it in. Try to get it to DJ Watley, but it's thrown away over in the far right corner. And it'll be a turnover with 30 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Southeast will inbound it underneath their own basket. They get it into number 1, Watkins. Eli Diamond will pick him up there. Then they'll go back to number 2, Miles. He'll bring it down the floor, try to get around Holiday over to the left side. Back to Watkins, and they're going to get him for a travel. So Cedartown will get the ball back with 16.8 seconds left to go. Holiday brings it across the timeline. Left side to Diamond. Diamond to Watley. Watley's going to drive. Now he'll bounce it back outside to Diamond. And it's out of bounds. So Cedartown will turn it over right in front of the Southeast bench. Turnovers by both teams here in this final 30 seconds of play in the opening period. Watkins with it now. He'll bring it across the floor in the front court. 3 on the way, and it's good. Right there at the buzzer. So Watkins, with the last second 3, will send it to 19-7. We'll go to the second period. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Big AA.
North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tea time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
We'll go to the second period of play. 19-7 your score. Bulldogs trail. We'll check it into Eli Diamond. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. He'll go to the left side. They'll try to dish underneath to Cothran. They get it to him. He's got to do something with it. Turn, shot, and they're going to wave it off. And they're going to get Quinlan Cothran on a push-off. So they'll call the offensive foul on Cothran. Not sure I like that one. Southeast checks it in. It's going to be number 3. He'll give to Cal Rich. Rich on the left side. Now they'll go to Brock. Watkins with it, top of the key. Brock, now they'll go underneath. On the baseline, it's Pullman. And he gets it knocked away by Logan Walters. He'll pick it back up, though. Now he's going to drive. Takes it all the way to the glass. And we got a foul on the floor. Oh, my goodness. They're going to get DJ Watley on the block. And as you can hear, Coach Frazier's not happy with it, and I have to agree with him. That looked like a good setup by DJ Watley that should have drawn a charge, but instead it goes the other way, and Pullman will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. First one on the way is up and good. Coach Frazier still pleading his case with the official. Pullman gets set to take his second free throw. It's 20-17. Second one on the way, and that one is up and good. 21-17 now. Southeast with a 14-point lead. Logan Walters throws it right away, and Southeast has it. They'll bring it down the floor, and now they're going to throw it out of bounds. They tried to get it to Brett Cole for the layup, and it was too hot to handle out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Cedartown will get the ball back. Diamond checks it into Holiday, who will bring it across the timeline. He'll split 2 defenders, drives, tries to get it to Quinlan Cothran, and it's out of range, and it's out of bounds. Southeast will get the ball back with 7:01 left to play here in the first half. DJ Watley comes out of the game, and Cam Palacios checks in for the Bulldogs. Brett Cole drives, gives it to number 5. Jones, back to Cole, back to Jones from beyond the arc. Pulls it down, trying to get around Eli Diamond, but he can't now. He drives the baseline. Little float-away jumper, can't get it to go. Diamond with the rebound. Diamond brings it across the timeline. They'll get it to Cothran. Cothran, left side to Walters. Back to Diamond, top of the key. They'll swing it to Palacios. Palacios underneath to Cothran. Good look. Good pass, good shot. Quinlan Cothran gets that one to go. 21-9. Harper with it. Loose ball picked up by Cothran. He'll turn and give to Diamond. Bulldogs force a turnover. Eli Diamond will bring it across the timeline, left side. Now he's going to drive. That little floater is no good, and we've got a foul on the floor. And we've got conflicting calls. We've got one official calling a charge against Cedartown and one official calling a block against Southeast. So those two officials are going to get together, and they're going to think about it. The third official did not have a good look, so he's staying out of it. And we're going to let those two officials discuss it. And we will shoot 2. So good call there by the officials. They took a moment and conferred and figured it out. Eli Diamond will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. I missed who the foul was on because, again, the conflicting calls, and they did not call it again. But Diamond hits from beyond the hits from the foul line, and makes it a 21-10 ball game. We're going to go with number 20, I believe. That was Brett Cole. Diamond gets set. Second one on the way, and that one is good as well. 10-point game. Southeast checks it in. Cedartown with a full court press. Eli Diamond will pick up Matthew Brock. Loose ball. Diamond comes away with it. It's a one-on-one matchup. Oh, turn 360, and he has it stolen. He goes down. Diamond picks it up. Layup, no good. Loose ball. And we've got a foul on the floor. No foul called. It's just going to be an out-of-bounds call, and it'll be Cedartown basketball. Walters will check it in to Cothran. Cothran has it ripped. Coy Jones will bring it down the floor. Set up for a three. Good. Coy Jones from beyond the arc. Over to the right side to Walters in the front court. He's going to drive the baseline. They dish to Cothran. Cothran tried to get it to Palacios, but a defender stepped in the way and took it away. Harper with it now. He has it knocked away. Out of bounds. Harper tried to recover, and he couldn't get there in time. It'll be a turnover. Cedartown will get the basketball back. 24-11 is the score in what has been a interesting first half of play for the Bulldogs as well as the broadcasting crew. Over to the left side to Eli Diamond off the inbounds pass. He's going to drive the lane. Gives to Cothran. Cothran drives off the back glass, and that one is good. And he'll go to the free throw line. They're going to get number 5 on the foul. That's Coy Jones. And Quinlan Cothran with a chance to make it a three-point play for the Bulldogs. This would bring them back to within 10. It's a 24-13 score right now here at CHS. Cothran gets set. Free throw on the way, up and in, just as pretty as can be, and it's a 10-point game again. Cedartown, full court press off of Holiday. They threw it into Matthew Brock. He got trapped in the corner, didn't have anywhere to go with it, so he just throws it off of Holiday's leg. Southeast will get it back in the furthest point away from me here in the gym. Inbounds pass goes to Brock, and they're going to get Holiday on a foul. Xavier called for the reach in. Southeast will inbound it again. They'll go to number 3, Matthew Brock. Logan Walters will pick him up there. He's going to run the far sideline. Walters with a reach in and a steal. Diamond with it. He's got to beat everybody. Loses it in traffic, and Southeast comes away with it. They'll go back to Brock. Now they'll dish it off to Braden Miles. Miles will bring it across the timeline. Loose ball. Southeast with it. Brock gives to Cal Rich. Now to Miles, back to Rich, top of the key. Thought about a three, pulled it down. He had Quinlan Cothran all in his face. Now he's going to try to go to the left side. 3 on the way from Southeast. That one is no good, but they're going to call a foul. They're going to get Xavier Holiday on the foul, and Matthew Brock will go to the free throw line, and he's going to shoot 3. Shot on the way from Brock, and that first one is good. Brock gets set, ready to shoot number 2 out of 3. That one hits the front of the rim and rolls out, no good. Sub coming in for the Bulldogs. DJ Watley will check in, and Xavier Holiday will come out. Brock getting ready to set and take number 3, and he does, and that one is good. So he hits on 2 out of 3, and it's back to a 12-point lead for Southeast. DJ Watley will bring it across the timeline off the inbound. He's going to split a couple of defenders, dish underneath to Palacios. Palacios dish to Cothran, and that one is good. Once again, Palacios and Cothran connect. 26-16.
It's currently 43 degrees.
Number 2, Miles. Loose ball. Nobody picks it up except for Southeast. Cal Rich left side to to Coy Jones. Rich loses it for a moment but gets it back. Logan Walters is all over him. They'll go back to Jones. Jones to Rich. Rich on the foul line. He's going to drive, split a couple of defenders, has it knocked away, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to get Eli Diamond on the foul, and that's going to send Cal Rich to the free throw line. And Coach Frazier not happy with the officiating so far, and he's been issued a warning. So Coach will have a seat, take a drink of a body armor, and cool off for a moment. Cal Rich to the free throw line. That one is off the back of the rim, no good. He'll get set to shoot another. 10-point lead for Southeast. Just under 4 minutes to play at 3:59 here in the first half. The second one is up and good, 27-16. Inbounds pass goes to Eli Diamond. Diamond will bring it across the timeline for Cedartown. Now he'll go to the right side to Watley. Watley to Walters. Walters three on the way. No good. It was long. Palacios trying to track down the loose ball. Southeast comes away with it in the corner. Brock with it, left side. Loose ball picked up by Cal Rich. They'll go to Braden Miles. Miles to Cole. Outside to Jones. Jones fake to three, drive. Shot no good. Oh, and they're going to get a foul on Cam Palacios. Once again, another questionable call that goes against the Bulldogs. Coy Jones will go to the free throw line. And the officials are going to talk about it. They were just correcting the number. There we go. First shot is up and good from Coy Jones. 28-16 the score. Jones gets set. Oh, we got lane violations all over the place. But Jones is able to connect, so it'll count. 29-16. Eli Diamond off the inbounds pass. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. He's going to work to the middle of the floor. They'll go to Logan Walters on the baseline. Now to Cothran. Cothran's going to turn. Oh, and he tried a one-handed dunk, and it was off the front of the rim. No good. But we've got a foul on the floor. It's going to be against number 0, Cal Rich. It was before Cothran got ready to go up and try for the second time. So he will go not to the free throw line, but to the out-of-bounds mark to pass it in for the Bulldogs. Now they'll swap, and it'll be Logan Walters. Walters checks it into Diamond, top of the key. A fresh 35 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Diamond drives. Shot no good. Rebounded by Cothran, and he's fouled. And they will call it this time. They're going to get number 20, Brett Cole. And Quinlan Cothran will go to the free throw line for the second time. This time, Cothran will get set to take two. First one on the way from Quinlan. Off the side of the rim, no good. Sub coming in for Southeast, number 21, Patterson will check back in for the Raiders. Cothran gets set. Second one on the way, and that one is no good. And we're calling a lane violation. Not sure. Not sure what the call is, but Quinlan will get to shoot another one. Shot on the way, and that one is no good. So 0 for 3 from the free throw line, and the Raiders get the ball back with just right at 3 minutes to play here in the second period. Over to the left side to Pullum. Now they'll go to Patterson. They'll swing it over to Watkins. Watkins now to Cole. Cole's going to try to drive the baseline. Palacios staying on him. He gets a shot off, though, and Brett Cole gets that one to go. 31-16. Eli Diamond will give it to DJ Watley. Far side, he's going to try to drive the baseline. 360 spin, loses it, and they're going to get a foul. It's going to be on number 2 against Southeast, Braden Miles. And they're going to call that one on the floor. Walters will check it in, tries to get it to Diamond, but it's thrown away. Here comes Miles off of the steal, and Braden Miles lays that one in for an easy 2. 33-16 your score. Walters brings it across the timeline. Works to the middle of the floor. They'll go to DJ Watley. Right side to Diamond. He thought about a 3, but pulls it down. They'll go to Cothran. Now Diamond will fire the 3, and it's no good. Just off the back of the rim. A hair too much on it. Braden Miles brings it down the court for Southeast. Brings it across the timeline, and they're going to get Eli Diamond for a foul at the half-court line. Diamond Not happy about the call, but I hate to tell him, but that was the right call. And we're already in a 1-and-1 situation. We're in the bonus. Braden Miles will go to the free throw line. C.J. Shooks will get ready to check into the game. First shot on the way is up, and it is good, so he'll shoot another one. Shooks checks in. Quinlan Cothran comes out. Bulldogs without Grant Dempsey tonight. Miles with a shot is no good. C.J. Shooks had it for a moment, then it's taken away, and we've got a jump ball. Brett Cole and Logan Walters tied things up to force the jump ball, but the possession arrow is in favor of the Raiders. So they'll get the ball back with a fresh 35 on the shot clock and 2:04 on the game clock. Pullum checks it in. Now they'll go to the left side to Miles. Miles tries to work around Diamond. And a shot on the way, and they're going to say that he palmed it. That'll be a turnover. You don't see that called a lot, but we got the benefit of the call there. Inbounds pass goes to Logan Walters. Walters on the far side of the court. Now he'll work to the middle, split a defender. Underneath to a wide open DJ Watley. The shot is up and good, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. They're going to get number 21, Patterson, on the foul. That's at least his second. And Watley's first trip to the free throw line. 34-18 the score. Shot on the way from DJ is up, and it is good. Watley able to connect, and subs coming in for Southeast. Inbounds pass on the way from the Raiders. It goes to number 5, Coy Jones. He'll beat the full court press, left side to Pullum. He meets a wall of Bulldog defenders, though, and has to bounce it back outside to Matthew Brock. Over to the left side to Jones. Jones to Pullman, three on the way, no good. And Palacios comes down with it, but they're going to have a foul. And it's going to be against Southeast and Cam Palacios because the foul was committed against him. Will go to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. The foul was called on number 21, Patterson. That's going to be his third. And with 1:35 left to go here in the opening half, Palacios goes to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 34-19 is your score. Bulldogs trail. First shot on the way from Palacios is good. He'll get set and shoot a second one. Palacios gets set. Shot on the way. That one is good as well. 21-34. Cole Brett with it. Throws it away. They were trying to get it underneath to number 10, Samuel Hopper, and they're going to say that it was off of Cedartown. Nobody likes it, but Eli Diamond walked up to Benji Frazier and said, Coach, it was off of me. It's okay. It's okay. So Southeast will get it back. Matthew Brock inbounds it to Pullman. Over to the left side to Harper. Harper back to Brock. They'll work it underneath to Brett. Or Brett Cole, I should say. Turn shot, no good. And they're going to get him for a travel before he made the shot. And it'll be a turnover. Eli Diamond off the inbounds pass. He'll give it to DJ Watley. Watley back to Diamond across the timeline. They'll get it to C.J. Shooks. Shooks to Watley. Watley drives. Baseline little jumper, and it's good. And they're going to call DJ Watley for the charge. The Southeast defender rotated over and apparently was able to get his feet set. Getting that defensive position, and they call the charge. Brock off the inbounds pass. Works to the right side. Now they'll work it underneath to Harper. Harper back to Brock. Brock traveled with it, and he turns it over. So another turnover by Southeast, and it comes with right out 1 minute left to play. Off the inbounds pass is Eli Diamond. 360 spin, left side. Shot on the way from Palacios. It's long. Bulldogs not able to get a backside rebound. Now Southeast with it. Man open on the other end. Number 10, Harper drives it home. 36-21. Logan Walters gets it to DJ Watley. Watley to Palacios. Palacios baseline little floater, and that one goes. 36-23. Left side to Harper. Harper back to Pullman. Palacios will pick him up there. He's going to try to work around him. They'll have to go outside to Brock. Brock back to Harper. Harper back to Pullman. Now to Cole. Knocked away, out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touch by Southeast. Bulldogs force a turnover with 11 seconds left to play here in the second period. Inbounds pass goes to Eli Diamond. He'll bring it across the timeline. He'll try to work around a defender. Drives. In the lane, little floater, and they don't get that one to go, and they call him for a charge. Diamond called for the charge. That's going to be at least his third as we check it into Brock. Brock's going to drive. Pulls it down. Has to force a three. Oh, smart play there by Brock. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot three. They're going to get Logan Walters on the foul. That's going to be his second. And for the second time tonight, Matthew Brock will go to the free throw line to shoot three. First one on the way is up, and it is good. He was 2 for 3 in his first trip. Made the first, missed the second, made the third. On this trip, he's made the first. We'll see what he does here on the second. He misses that one off the back of the rim, no good. C.J. Shooks went up and got the rebound there and was ready to play ball. Brock gets set. Third free throw attempt on the way. It's up, and it is good. 38-23. Last second shot from Logan Walters on the other end is no good. That'll send us to the locker room. It's halftime here at CHS. 38-23 is your score. Bulldogs trail the Southeast Whitfield Raiders. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be back to talk about the first half and make some adjustments here, see what we can do in the second half. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball here on the home of the Bulldogs, AM 1340, 106.1 FM, WGAA, the Big AA.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
38-23 is your halftime score. The Bulldogs of CHS trail the Raiders of Southeast Whitfield High School. Raiders came into this game with a 7-8 record, 3-1 in region play, while the Bulldogs looking to pick up still their first win in both categories. Bulldogs able to score 16 points in that second quarter compared to a first quarter of only 7 points. Southeast able to put up 19 in both quarters of that first half. So Cedartown struggling defensively. I would love to give you some individual stats, but to be honest with you, they are very much incomplete, as I missed a good part of that first half or first period trying to get us back on the air after a technical difficulty on my part. I do apologize for that, but we should be set to go for the rest of this game. We've got another rec game going on here on the court between the Cedartown Red team and the Cedartown White team. These kids look to be probably, 5 or 6 years old. And they are just out here playing their hearts out. If you did not join us for the girls' game, they dropped to the Southeast Whitfield Lady Raiders by a final score of 46-27. They fall to 0-15 on the season, 0-5 in region play, while Southeast Ladies improved to 13-12 overall and 1-4 in region play. The Bulldogs just unable to put anything together defensively. They've been able to do some offensively with Quinlan Cothran He's got at least 6, or let's say 7 on the night. Cam Palacios has at least 4. You've got Logan Walters with at least 3, DJ Watley with at least 3, and Eli Diamond with at least 2. Some more points, of course, are missing because of, like I said, the technical difficulty in trying to get us back on the air. We are on radio only tonight. If you're looking for us on Facebook Live or the NFHS Network, this is a radio-only broadcast tonight. Bulldogs once again trail Southeast here at the half, 38-23. Bulldogs once again trying to figure out what they can do defensively to slow down this Southeast offense. They've scored 19 in each quarters of the first half play, and so Bulldogs able to put up some points, but can they stop the bleeding? Cedartown has come really close several times to picking up their first win of the season. They'd love to do it here tonight before going on a road trip next week. They'll be on the road on Tuesday against Northwest up in Tunnel Hill, and then on Friday they will be in Ringgold as we go on the road to take on the Heritage Generals. Hopefully, my broadcast partner Andrew Carter will be back with us on Tuesday, and then I know that I'll be with you on Friday up in Ringgold. Andrew taking the night off, feeling under the weather a little bit, so we wish him a speedy recovery. I know he's at home listening. There's about 5:40 left here in halftime. Once again, your score 38-23. We're going to take about a 4-minute break, and we'll be back after a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Cedartown High School basketball on the CHS Bulldog Network, 106.1 FM, AM 1340 WGAA, the Big AA. We'll be back after this 4-minute break here at halftime.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time, 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660. Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big Double A.
38-23 is your score here at the half. The Bulldogs trail the Southeast Whitfield Raiders. Raiders are able to come out offensively, able to put up 19 points in both the first and second quarters of play. Bulldogs only able to muster 7 in that first quarter, but had a good second quarter bounce back, putting up 16 points. So hopefully the woes of the Bulldogs offensively have been fixed, and when we come out of halftime, we'll be able to put some more points on the board. Defensively, though, that's what we've really got to focus on and seeing what we can do to stop this Southeast defense, or offense, I should say. It's proven that they've been able to shoot from beyond the arc. They can hit the three. They can also move the ball inside and hit down low. They can penetrate the defense pretty well. So we've got to figure out some way to put a stop to this scoring effort by Southeast. Bulldogs playing without Grant Dempsey tonight. He is a big part of that defense, especially down low for this Bulldog squad. So we're having to really rely on Quinlan Cawthorn and C.J. Shooks, the other two big men for the Bulldogs, to fill that void and plug things up defensively. They've put 2:35 back on the clock for halftime, but I think we're ready to go. The officials are telling them cut the time. Both squads are ready, so we'll get ready to go back to play. Bulldogs will have it to start the third quarter. We'll have Diamond, Holiday, Walters, Cawthorn, and Palacios on the floor to start quarter number 3. Bulldogs will have possession at a halftime. Inbounds pass goes to Xavier Holiday. Holiday brings it across the timeline right at the middle of the floor. Now he'll work to his left down low. Logan Walters on the baseline. He's got to drive. Dishes to Palacios. Little jumper. That one is no good. Right off the back of the rim. But Quinlan Cawthorn is there for the rebound and the putback. That one rolls off. No good. Rebounded by Southeast. And we're going to have a foul on Logan Walters. They'll get him for a reach-in foul. He was guarding Brett Cole, who was pushing the ball up the floor for Southeast on the far side. Cole will check it in. He gets it to Matthew Brock. Brock to the left side to Miles. Over in the corner, back to Cole. Cole's going to bring it back to the middle of the floor. They'll give it back to Miles. He's going to work it down low. Baseline. That little shot from Cal Rich is able to go on the baseline, and he connects, and it's 40-23. Southeast drawing first blood here in the second half, I should say. Holiday brings it across the timeline, gets double teamed, gets it to Logan Walters. A little behind the head shot was no good. He was fouled, but no call. Southeast comes away with it. They're going to drive. That shot was blocked. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by Cedartown, so it will stay with the Raiders. Southeast gets it back underneath their own basket. Cal Rich will check it in. Gets it to Brock. Brock tries to go back to Rich. Cawthorn on Rich. Rich drives, turns, shot, no good, and it was good, but they're going to say he traveled with it first. So a good turnover in defensive stand there by the Bulldogs. Left side is Diamond. Diamond. Work back to the middle. He'll go to Holiday. Holiday's going to split a defender. Drive. Tried to get a little floater, but it was knocked away. Palacios back to Cothran. Cothran's shot is no good, but he draws contact. He'll go to the free throw line. Once again, we apologize. Had a little malfunction once again, but we should be back on the air. Harper committed the foul. And Cothran will go to the free throw line for the first time here in the second half. First shot on the way from Cothran is up and hit the front of the rim, but rolled in for the Bulldog benefit. And it's 43-24. During that time away from the air, Southeast was able to hit a three-pointer. Cothran's second free throw attempt is good. 43-25. They'll check it into Brock. Brock will work the right side. He'll try to get around Palacios. Brings it across the timeline. Now they'll go to Cal Rich. Rich at the top of the key. Miles back to Rich. Back to Miles. Three on the way. No good. Off to the left side. Eli Diamond comes away with it. He's going to drive left side. They try to get at Palacios, but it's knocked away by Southeast, so it'll stay with the Bulldogs. And now they're going to say that it's Southeast ball. Goodness. Inbounds pass goes to Matthew Brock. Brock's going to work around Walters, brings it across the timeline. Right side to Brett Cole. Cole gives to Jones. They'll work underneath to Cal Rich. Rich on Cothran. Turn. His shot was no good, and Cothran is there for the rebound. Cothran making the big man work. They get it to Holiday. Holiday to Diamond. Diamond, top of the key, drives. In the lane to Palacios. Shot, and he is fouled hard. And Cam Palacios will go to the free throw line to shoot two. The foul is going to be called on number 2 for Southeast, Braden Miles. Palacios, 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far tonight. Let's make it 3 for 3. Palacios, a senior member of this Bulldog team. He's one of those guys that can come off of the bench and do very well for the Bulldogs, and he does so here. He's hit his 4th free throw attempt. So 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Southeast will check it in. They'll go to Brock, or Miles. Now to Jones. Jones turns, shot. Can't get that one to go. Cole was there for the rebound for a moment, and then it's out of bounds. Palacios was fighting for the loose ball, not able to come away with it. So it'll be out of bounds against Cedartown. It'll stay with Southeast. Inbounds pass on the way. They'll get it to number 20, Brett Cole. Cole, top of the key. Bad pass, but they're going to get a foul on Cedartown. They're going to get Logan Walters, and according to my calculations, that's number 4 on Walters. Subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Went into Southeast, and quickly a foul was called, and they're going to get number 20 on the foul. Southeast, that's Brett Cole. That's his 3rd. Xavier Holiday checks it in. Comes across the timeline for the Bulldogs. He's going to work to the right side. Takes it all the way to the basket. That shot was no good, but they're going to get a foul. And Holiday will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Coy Jones picks up his 2nd foul of the afternoon. And Xavier Holiday to the free throw line. Shot on the way from Holiday. Hits off the front of the rim, no good. Sub coming in for Southeast, number 10. Samuel Harper will check in, and number 20, Brett Cole, will come out. Holiday gets set to shoot his 2nd. It's on the way. It is up. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Matthew Brock. The Raiders bring it across the timeline. A big push off by Braden Miles, but no call. Dish underneath and a block by Quinlan Cothran on the other end. Cothran said no, sir. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulldogs. 44-27 your score. Just under 4.5 to play. And Cal Rich off the inbounds pass. Nobody covered him. Nobody guarded him, and he takes it in for an easy 2. Palacios on the other end. Gets to Holiday, 3 on the way. No good from Xavier. Cal Rich with the rebound. Palacios tied it up with him. And they're going to have a foul on Palacios. He went for the jump ball, and it looked like he got it clean. But the Bulldogs did not get the call. Number 2, Braden Miles with it. Xavier Holiday guarding Miles. They'll bring it across the timeline. Holiday still trying to get around Miles. Cam Palacios with a good block and a rebound against number 10, Harper. Diamond with it will drive back for the Bulldogs. Little foul line jumper, no good. Rebound by Harper. Loose ball. Cal Rich comes away with it. He's going to throw underneath. They'll go back outside to Jones. Jones tried a little behind-the-back pass. He saves it, then they save it again to Cal Rich. DJ Watley knocks it away with the steal. He's going to take it to the basket. Oh, and he is fouled. They got number 10, Samuel Harper, on the foul, and DJ Watley will go to the free throw line. They're not going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be on the floor. Inbounds pass. They'll get it to Holiday. Holiday to Diamond. Diamond on the left side. A 3 on the way. Just off the front of the rim. No good. He was just short. And Brock comes away with the rebound. He'll work around Watley. Watley, top of the key now, is Brock. Over to the right side to Rich. Rich pulls a 3. Can't get that to go. Rebound Palacios. He gives it up to DJ Watley. Watley across the free throw line. He'll go to the left side of Diamond. Diamond to Cawthron. Cawthron right at the top of the key now, the foul line. Oh, and they're going to get him for a double dribble. I believe Cawthron thought that he had lost possession, and then when he picked it back up and went with it, they called the double. Southeast will check it into Braden Miles. 3 minutes to play. Holiday on Miles. Can't get anything, so he has to pass to Brock. Brock goes to Rich. The give and go back to Brock. Can't get that to go out to Rich, but they call a travel before they're able to call anything. So a turnover by the Raiders gives the Bulldogs the ball back with just under 3 minutes to play. DJ Watley on the near side. He's going to go to the right side to Cawthron. Cawthron turns back outside to Holiday. They'll go to the left side to Palacios. Palacios trying to work it down low to Cawthron. Now he'll back things out. He's going to drive the baseline. Kick out to Watley. Watley, top of the key. Little floater. Good. DJ Watley gets a basket. 46-29. Miles over to the left side to Harper. Back to Miles. Miles to Rich. The give and go back to Miles. Little shot in that with a little floater from Braden Miles off the baseline goes. DJ Watley with it in the front court for the Bulldogs. He'll try to work around Miles. They put the ball on the floor. We get it back to Cawthron. Cawthron pulls a 3 of his own, and it's long, no good. Rebounded by Southeast. They lose it for a moment, but they're able to pick it back up. Matthew Brock over to the right side to Jones. Jones back to Rich. Back to Harper. Harper on the baseline. Has to check it back outside to Miles. Ball is knocked away. Picked up, though, by Southeast on the backside. Shot no good. Loose ball out of bounds. Subs coming in for both teams. C.J. Shooks checks in as Quinlan Cawthron comes out. Aston Turner will check in and Cam Palacios will come out. Southeast maintains possession. A new 35 on the shot clock. Inbounds pass. And they're going to say he was out of bounds. So Southeast turns it over, and the Bulldogs will get it back. 1:29 left to play. 48-29 your score. Bulldogs trail the Southeast Whitfield Raiders. Left side to Diamond across the timeline. Top of the key. He's going to drive the lane. That little floater just off the front of the rim, just short. And then on the rebound is Cal Rich, and they're going to call Eli Diamond on the foul. That's going to be the fourth team foul for Cedartown in this third period. Matthew Brock off the inbounds pass. He'll bring it across the timeline, work to the right side to number 12, Pullman. Top of the key, Cal Rich. Rich going to try to work around Diamond. Has to dish out to Brock. Brock from about 5 feet beyond the arc. He'll give it to Braden Miles. Back to Brock. They'll swing it to the left side to Rich. 10 on the shot clock. The little give and go. Shot up by Southeast. No good. Rebounded by Aston Turner. Turner will give it up to Eli Diamond. Diamond brings it across the timeline. Dish over to Holiday. Holiday thought about a three. Pulled it down. They'll check it out to Diamond. Diamond. Little move to the right. Three on the way up. No good. Rebound. DJ Watley put back. No good. Loose ball picked up by Southeast. It's Harper with it. He'll give it to Matthew Brock. Brock will bring it across the timeline. He's going to work to his right. Top of the key. They'll swing it to the right to Braden. Now to Harper. They want to give and go. They have to get it back out to Braden Miles. Miles tries to work off a pick, and we're going to have a foul. They're going to get number 10, Samuel Harper, on the block. And the Raiders will turn it over. And we should be shooting 1-and-1. But we're not. DJ Watley off the inbound pass. Takes it to the basket. Shot no good. Loose ball pulled down by Cal Rich. Rich gives it to Pullman. Pullman drives. 1 second on the shot. Or on the clock. And it's Samuel Harper gets that one to go at the last second. So a last second shot by Southeast is good. And we will go to the final frame. Your score, 50-29. The Bulldogs trail. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout here on the Big AA.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
50-29, your score. Bulldogs trail. We enter the final frame here at Cedartown High. Over to the left side to Matthew Brock. Brock back to the top of the key to Miles. They'll go to Cal Rich. Rich turns, shot in the lane. That one is no good. Contested by Cothran. DJ Watley comes away with the loose ball. He's going to drive, has to get around Rich, and they're going to get Rich on the foul. That's going to be Cal Rich's second. And DJ Watley will go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. The first trip came back in the second quarter. Let's see if Watley can connect here. First shot is up, and it is good. 50-30 the score. Bulldogs trail by 20. They need a big final quarter here. That one is up, and it is no good. And Southeast will come away with the rebound. Matthew Brock for the Raiders brings it across the timeline. Now he'll go to the left. He'll go around Turner. They'll dish to Pullman. Pullman, baseline jumper. Can't get that one to go. It's short. Rebounded by Eli Diamond. Diamond will get around Cal Rich, and he'll bring it across the timeline. They'll go to Turner. Oh, a hard pass right off of Turner's face. He couldn't handle it, and it's a turnover. Down on the other end, Pullman with it. Left side, Cal Rich on the left wing. He's going to drive the baseline. Goes around Diamond. Shot is up, and it is no good, but he was fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Zach Tillery is going to be called for the foul. And that'll send Cal Rich to the free throw line for the second time tonight. 1 for 2 so far. First shot on the way is off the back of the rim. No good. Rich now 1 for 3. A 20-point deficit the Bulldogs are facing. Second one no good, rebounded by Tillery. Tillery will give it to Watley. Watley brings it across the timeline. They'll go to Diamond. Diamond to Tillery. Tillery turns, thinks about his shot, pulls it down, goes back outside to Diamond. Diamond wanted a 3, but he'll have to drive, settle for a 2. He got that one from right at the foul line, and that's a basket for Diamond. 50-32. On the other end, Cal Rich on the baseline. Turn, shot, and it was good. DJ Watley was in his face, but Cal Rich just a little bit taller, able to power past him. Holiday with it, top of the key, right side. Shot up, no good. No foul called, loose ball. Cole comes down with it. Bulldogs all over him. Pullman with it. Now he gives to Rich. Rich to the left side to Brock, back to Rich, and he tried a little alley-oop. Didn't go on the alley-oop, but he was still able to get the basket to count. 54-32 your score. Diamond left side. Gets it to Tillery. Tillery, a little floater from the lane, and that one is good. First basket of the night for Zach Tillery. Inbound pass. Over to Rich. Rich to Miles. That shot was no good. Southeast was able to come away with it. We've got a foul called, and it's going to send nobody to the free throw line. It was not a shooting foul. They'll get DJ Watley for the foul. That's going to be his third. 5:48 remaining. Tillery comes out of the game. Watley comes out of the game. Diamond comes out of the game. They'll send in DeMarcus Gardner and Aston Turner and Quinlan Cothran, Logan Walters, and Holiday. Cal Rich off the inbounds pass gets that one to roll in, and it's 56-34. Diamond with it, Holiday gets that one to go from right at the foul line. Quickly, Southeast on the other end, it's knocked away by Cedartown. They were trying to feed underneath to Cal Rich, and it was just knocked away. It was off of Southeast, so the Bulldogs will have it. Southeast really picking up the pace. Bulldogs trying to match it. Holiday with it. Drives to Gardner. Gardner, baseline, tries to get that one to go, and it's no good. Out of bounds. Last touch by Cedartown. Southeast will check it in right in front of the Bulldog sideline. Cole will check it into Brock. They'll beat the press, and they'll go right past Xavier Holiday. And then Cothran comes over for the block. It's a clean block, and Logan Walters comes away with it. He'll get it to Holiday. Holiday to Cothran. Cothran baseline shot good. He'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2. They get number 2, Braden Miles, on the foul. Quinlan Cothran with the chance at a three-point play. Cothran shot is up, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Southeast. They'll give it to Matthew Brock. Brock tried to go underneath to Rich, but it's stolen by Walters, poked away by Cole. Cedartown will get it back with 4:55 left to play. 56-38 is your score. Bulldogs trail here at home. Inbounds pass goes to Xavier Holiday. Holiday. He's going to drive. Shot. No good. Rebounded by Cal Rich, but he lost it, picked it back up. He's got to do something with it now, though. He gets it to Matthew Brock. And Brock's going to try to go around Turner, and Turner's going to be called for the foul. That's going to be Turner's second. And it comes with 4:40 left to play here in the fourth. Inbounds pass goes to Matthew Brock. Holiday guarding Brock. Brock gets across the timeline. He'll try to go to his left. He has to get it up to pull him. Pull him from beyond the arc. They'll go underneath to Cole. Cole back outside. Now they'll go underneath. They'll kick it back to the top of the key. Pull him, drives. Little dish out to Cal Rich. Now the other side, Matthew Brock. Brock's going to drive. Shot was no good. Xavier Holiday comes away with it. He goes around two defenders. He gives it to Quinlan Cothran. Cothran down, and the one-handed jam by Quinlan Cothran. That gets the fans on their feet for the first time tonight. 56-40. Dogs trail by 16. Over to the left side. They've got to stop. They give it to Matthew Brock. Brock back to Miles. Out of bounds, and we're going to have a foul on Cedartown. It's going to be against number 2, Xavier Holiday. That's going to be at least his 3. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. We'll be back after this 30-second break here on the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Back out of halftime. Where's my brain, Joseph?
I honestly don't know.
I don't either. 56-40 is the score. 3:52 remaining here in the fourth period. That was Joseph Bailey. He's been helping me technology-wise. He's going to join us for the post-game show, so you'll want to be sure to tune in to that. Bulldogs trail by 16. Inbounds pass goes to number 2, Braden Miles. Miles will bring it across the timeline for Southeast. He's going to work to the left side to Brock. Brock over to Cole. Cole. They're going to work to Cal Rich. Back to Miles, and that shot was up and no good, but they're going to get a foul. I believe it's going to be on number 11, Hayden Rittenhouse. That's going to be his first, and that's going to send Braden Miles to the free throw line. By my calculations, this will be Miles' second trip, 1 for 2 so far. Southeast trying to get some personnel decided who's coming in, who's coming out. Nobody's coming in right now. They're going to let them shoot one and then look at it. First shot on the way from Miles is up, and it is good. Now they'll check in. Number 5 checks back in for Southeast. That's Coy Jones as well as number 21, Patterson. Second shot on the way from Miles is no good. Rebounded by Logan Walters. 57-40. DeMarcus Gardner will bring it down the floor for the Bulldogs. Gives to Cothran. Cothran backside dish. Shot is up and no good. And he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Cal Rich gets called for the foul. And that's going to be at least his third. First shot on the way from Cothran. Off the front of the rim, no good. Cothran's 5th trip to the line so far. He's hit 3. Let's see if we can make it an even 4. Shot on the way from Cothran. That one's going to be short as well. Rebounded by Southeast. Matthew Brock will bring it down the floor. He'll come across the timeline. He'll give it to Miles. Miles underneath. Shot on the way from number 21, Patterson, finds its way home. And it's 59-40. Holiday with it. Gives to Cothran. Cothran, turn, 360, little fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Cal Rich. Rich gets it to Braden Miles. Miles on the far side. He'll try to get around DeMarcus Gardner. He'll bring it across the timeline. Now they'll have to give it up to Matthew Brock over to the left side. Rich from beyond the arc pulls the trigger. 3 on the way, no good. Rebounded by Cothran. Cothran will give it to Holiday. Holiday comes across the timeline. He's going to work to the left side. A little flutter, and he gets that roller to go. Inbounds pass. They were trying to get it to number 2, Braden Miles, and they throw it away. So Cedartown will get the ball back underneath their own basket. 59-42 is your score. DeMarcus Gardner comes out of the game. Eli Diamond checks back in. Walters checks it in to Cothran. Cothran to Holiday. Holiday to Rittenhouse. To Walters. They went underneath to Diamond, and he is fouled before he can turn and take a shot. So they're going to get Patterson on the foul. That's going to be his fourth. And that is the fourth team foul on Southeast in this period. Inbounds pass. Cothran to Logan Walters. Back to Cothran. Cothran drives the lane. They just let him go on that one. Got that one to go. 59-44. Inbounds pass on the way from Southeast. They'll get it in to Matthew Brock. Full court press on, but he gets around Walters. They'll give it up to Miles. Miles is going to drive, and he was held and fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line and shoot two. They're going to get Logan Walters on the foul, and that's going to send number 2, Braden Miles, to the free throw line to shoot two. Logan has fouled out of the ball game. So Ashton Turner will check into the game for the Bulldogs. Walters' night comes to a close. Braden Miles gets set to take a free throw shot, and the first one is up, and it is good. 60-44 your score. 2:09 left to play here in period number 4. Shot on the way is good as well. 61-44. Inbounds pass goes to Xavier Holiday. Holiday will bring it across the timeline for the Bulldogs. Top of the key, drives the lane. Dish to Cothran. Cothran runs into traffic, has to go to Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse, a jumper. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Matthew Brock. Southeast has out-rebounded the Bulldogs by a lot tonight. The Bulldogs missing the presence of the big-bodied Grant Dempsey down low for rebounds. They'll go to Patterson. Patterson will go back to Brock. They tried to get it underneath to Cal Rich, and it's thrown away, but it was actually knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs, so it will stay with Southeast. 1:45 left to play. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Subs coming in for the Bulldogs. Number 24 for Cedartown will check in on the next stoppage of play. Patterson off the inbounds pass. Drive shot, no good. Cal Rich, though, with the rebound and the putback. Able to get that one to go. 63-44. Diamond, left side. Rittenhouse, back to Diamond. Diamond, top of the key. He's going to drive. They'll go to Turner. Turner, a little good move over to the left side. Can't get it to go, but he got his rebound, then it's knocked away. Braden Miles comes away with it. Brings it across the timeline, gets around Holiday, and Holiday knocks it loose. Cothran off the steal. He's going to drive, takes it to the basket. Oh, and he tried to go for the dunk, but he's called for the charge. Quinlan Cothran tried to give the Bulldog faithful something to cheer about, and it just didn't work. He's called for the charge. He'll get to come out and take a breather as some Bulldog subs check in. Number 12, Thomas Robertson will check in. Number 15, Cam Palacios will check in. And number 24, Isaiah Johnson will check in. Miles off the inbounds pass. He's going to work around Turner. He'll bring it across the timeline, approaching a minute to play. The Bulldog faithful filing out early here at Cedartown High School. The doghouse was just not rocking tonight. Over the right side to Patterson. Patterson's going to try to drive the baseline. He'll dish back out to Jones. Jones will work around Robertson. In the lane, floater, and that is good. Coy Jones strikes again for Southeast, and it's 65-44. Robertson off the inbounds pass. He'll give it to Aston Turner. Turner to Rittenhouse, and we've got a foul. It's going to be on number 5, Jones. That's going to be his third. But at this juncture in the game, that's not that significant. Aston Turner off the inbounds pass. Takes it straight to the rim and lays it in for a good two, I should say. 65-46, over to the right side. It's Braden Miles, and he's just going to back things out. Shot clock is off. Hopefully they will hold. And I don't think he's going to take a shot. Cal Rich and Thomas Robertson joking with each other a little bit. Rich throwing a screen there against Robertson. And that'll be the final buzzer. The Bulldogs with an opportunity. Can't make it work here at home against Southeast. They fall by a final score of 65-46. We're going to take a 60-second break, and then we're going to come back for the postgame show with Sam Branch alongside Joseph Bailey. We'll be back after this 60-second break here on the Big Double A.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, two Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Livewire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
Let's get back to the Cedartown Bulldogs right here on the Big AA.
Bulldogs fall here at home to the Southeast Whitfield Raiders by a final score of 65-46. I don't have complete stats for you, but I can tell you that Quinlan Cawthorn finished the night with at least 15 points. Cam Palacios, DJ Watley, and Eli Diamond all finished the night with at least 6. Xavier Holiday at least 2. Zach Tillery with 2. Logan Walters with at least 3. Ashton Turner finished the night with 2. Bulldogs just could not get anything going really on either end, defensively or offensively. Once again, the Bulldog woes continue. They have some good quarters and some bad quarters. Unfortunately, tonight the Bulldogs had 2 good, 2 bad. They scored 16 in the second, 17 in the fourth, but they only scored 7 in the first and 6 in the third. Joseph Bailey was with me for the duration of that game, also helped during the technical difficulty of this game. Joseph, what did you think about the performance tonight for the Bulldogs?
Honestly, I think in the first and second quarter, the 3-point shot killed the Bulldogs. And honestly, I think they could have came out and played better tonight.
Absolutely, and you're right. The 3-point shooting did hurt the Bulldogs there in the first half. They had, Southeast that is, had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from beyond the arc just in that first half. I don't have a record of any in the second half. Now, they might have scored one that we missed because I know I missed some points there in the third, but you're exactly right. 3-point shooting hurt the Bulldogs in the first half, but the problem is Southeast was also able to hit from down low, and the Bulldogs just didn't have an answer. You would think with the absence of Grant Dempsey that might have hurt the Bulldogs down low. He's normally pretty good for the Dogs defensively down low.
You can tell by the way the rebounding was tonight that they missed his absence.
Oh, absolutely. The Bulldogs typically are a pretty decent rebounding team, especially in these last few games, and a big part of that rebounding is being Grant Dempsey. So the Bulldogs fall here at home by a final score of 65-46. Bulldogs will be on the road next week for both of their games. Only 2 games next week. We will play Tuesday on the road in Tunnel Hill as we travel to Northwest. Last time Bulldogs played Northwest, they played a really good game. They almost came away with a win. Do you think we can get one on the road?
I think if Grant's back, we can win this.
And we've got to play like we played in Rockmart. We played a really good game over in Rockmart, and we've got to play another good game like we've done against Heard County, like we've done against Northwest previously. So the Bulldogs with an opportunity. Of course, the Lady Dogs also still looking to pick up their first win of the season. Bulldogs dropped to 0-15 overall, 0-5 now in region play, and Southeast improves to a even 8-8 on the season, and they go to 4-1 in region play. They're only 8-8 on the season, but they're 4-1 in region play. So a good Southeast squad. Again, though, we'll be on the road Tuesday as we travel to Northwest Whitfield to take on the Bruins, and then on Friday we'll go to Ringgold, Georgia, to take on the Heritage Generals. The Bulldogs fall here at home, both Bulldogs and the Lady Dogs, to Southeast, but it was a fun night of basketball. For Joseph Bailey, our technical wizard here tonight for me, for Ethan Kreider back at the station, I'm Sam Branch saying good night, God bless,